and the ancestors are looking out for us. God Hayes is exposing them, man.
Okay, you see that chair right there? See how big it is?
Yeah.
Now look at the Pope chair under it. Scroll down, look at the Pope chair under it.
Never have it been made so clear.
Young TV. Young.
We running the game right now.
Young TV.
Time to take over.
Young
We the hottest in the game. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you just not tuned in.
TV.
Share, like on your Instagram, Facebook.
Young TV.
If you tuned in, we broadcasting live from 2030, baby.
Young TV. Young
Taking over the game, baby. Oh yeah.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Young TV.
Get them likes up in the air, you heard me?
Young TV.
Ride by. Hotel Islam.
Young TV.
Assalamu alaikum. Flown lesson.
Young TV.
Chief,
Peace, God, peace. Like them dreads, boy.
you already see that's what's on the buildings, man. You already know what
Yeah.
time it
There's
is.
that clown talking about show me some poofy hair, and he looking at that in the paint.
Hey, Chief, man, I just want to say this to all the young brothers that's out there, man. They in struggle with this shit. You feel me? They know who they are. My family is from Louisville, Georgia, and on my father's side, rest in peace to my father. He committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Because how he did it, when nobody imagined that shit. My old boy, he went in the truck and he put a generator in and inhaled the gas. He was a military man. You know what I'm saying? But to get this message out, man, and to be clear, man, listen, just like the brother was saying, he's going through it with his family and they indoctrinated. Don't fight that shit, y'all. Cause look, I'm outside of my house. My wife won't even let me listen to nothing like this. I'm on Taj, I'm on everything, right? Man, I be telling, man, I told my job about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't hold my shit in, bro. I lost my job behind this shit, dog. So it's been a struggle, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, fellas, man, y'all young men down 22, 3, read them civics books, man. Read everything you can, man. Understand this stuff, man. Listen to OGs like Rob, man, because they ain't doing nothing but telling y'all the truth, man. Y'all gotta have to benefit for yourselves, because how they work, they want your time. And if you get them your time, your ass out of there, bro. I'm 38 now. I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm talented in music. You know what I'm saying? But you try to fight that battle a different way, that way ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Don't battle your wives about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just let them be who they are, man. Just get somewhere you gotta hide. Fuck it, do that shit, man. You got to get through somehow. Do that shit, man. Because it's like they gonna try to keep pushing you to the back, man. And like I say, that time shit is gonna fuck you up, man. So if you young, 22, 17, learn how to do everything you can, man. Benefit your life and listen to brothers like this. You know what I'm saying? Taj, you got Top Cats, you got Dane Calloway, man. Buy their book, support these men. You know what I'm saying? He like Rod, he don't never drop his cash out. You see his shit ain't on there right now. He ain't for that shit. You know what I'm saying? He just want y'all to recognize that shit. My family, they ain't accept the sharecroppers agreement. That's why they had land. You know what I'm saying? On my father's side, they got a damn waterfall on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to keep talking to try to prove this shit to these people, man, and make them understand who we are, man. We already know who we are internally, man. So just keep stepping and living in your righteous self, man. Live in yourself. Be with your energy and don't give your energy to nobody else, man, because that's what they try to do. They try to make you mad and shit like that, and angry to the point that you can't even get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. Listen, I've been gone since November from not working. My wife, she working, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? God has always provided, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers broke in my car after I lost my job. We got a new car still, you know what I'm saying? So I'm living proof of that shit, dog. I've been paying bills. Money been coming out of nowhere, dog. Last week I got 2 checks. Motherfucker said I paid too much on my bills. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta stay up, man. You know what I'm saying? Rod, you know, he keep talking. Taj, he keep talking. You know what I'm saying? All the brothers, you know, top cats, they keep talking. But if y'all ain't gonna do nothing to try to benefit from that shit, try to make yourself be creative. What I mean by saying have these young kids, you know what I'm saying, invest in all that coding and learning how to make video games and shit, all that. Let them do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what's gonna come out of that shit. Let their creativity be so big that they can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta read them laws, man. You gotta understand them legalese, man. I've been to prison. I done did that dope shit, man. Y'all young niggas don't do that shit, bro. Let that shit alone, bro. If you gotta get you some money, but just stay the fuck out the way, cause motherfucker next door to you gonna tell on you anyways. I know about the shit, dog. Y'all boys gotta keep yourself together, man. Try to stay on top of this shit, man, cause they gonna try to throw something at you that's gonna try to keep you down, man. Y'all, man. Even you young ladies, you know what I'm saying. Try to get a clear understanding of your dude, you know what I'm saying, and not be fighting and stuff like that, man. Just be good, man, because we all in here, we still here, we ain't going no fucking well. You know what I'm saying? They can't do nothing to us, man. And that's
I told him.
I'm gonna clear the flow right there. And I respect you, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
appreciate it, God.
hey,
Hey, look,
God, that
any uplifting words to the youth, man, I'm with that.
yeah, man. Listen, man. When I seen that Conjure Wars, boy, it was it, boy. Boy, that shit was it. Boy, that shit is tough, man. And Rod got one about that egregore. Y'all need to be paying attention to that shit too, man. Cause you got to learn how to make your egregore, man. And that's gonna help your children flourish, man. About that egregore, man. Y'all gotta have to like be some stand up dudes, man. You know, my lady. She ain't with it, you know, she in the church, you know what I'm saying? But I deal with it on the ways that I can. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let her, you know what I'm saying, push me out of my house or make me like, oh, you gotta get out and nah, I'm still be here. I got my key, you know what I'm saying? I got my family, I got my kids, they in there sleep, man. So fellas, you know what I'm saying? Tighten it up. You know what I'm saying? If you whatever you got to do, let them know, hey man, this is what I got to listen to because this is my history and these are my people. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your people down. And there's one more funny thing I want to say too. When we got our new car, guess where it was from, Brad?
Where from?
That bitch came from Tulsa, Oklahoma, dog. Make that shit make sense, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
God be
Black Wall
talking to
Street
me,
not.
dog. God be talking to me, Chief. God be talking to me, man. You know,
Keep
Big Mama be
listening.
out. Yeah, big Mama be out there talking. I just gotta, you know what I'm saying? I just move whatever I got to do. Even if your ass got to walk, man, just go on and get that job or whatever you got to do to make some type of income. Because it's all about having cash flow, fellas. You got to have cash flow, man. But I'm gonna clear the room. You know what I'm saying? Let you get somebody else in, G. Just
All
save
right,
it so I go and record it, and then I can put it on. You know what I'm saying? We can spread this word, man. Cause
for sure, for sure. Share anything
yeah.
you see on my page, brother. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I appreciate you coming up.
All right. One.
One. Miss Poetic. Oh, they ain't letting you up, sweetie. They letting me know that you tried to come on, but it's not putting you on. Okay, let me untitled, unfiltered. Let me see what happened with you. Untitled, unfiltered. Yeah, why I won't let the sister up? I can barely hear you. Oh, you got that headset on.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can hear you now. I,
What's going
I
on?
can, I can hear my feedback too.
Oh, yeah, you can hear some feedback.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna take the headphones off. All right, all right, how about now?
Sound pretty good. Yeah, it's better.
Oh, this is a really cool birthday gift. It's actually my birthday today. I decided to tune
Well,
into your
happy
live.
solar return, God.
Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
What's on your
baby.
mind today?
Uh, a lot of things on my mind today, actually, but um, just I'm gonna follow the line of conversation you were talking to everybody about today, and just like what's going on in the land and stuff. And me, I'm a Jamaican Maroon. I was born in a kampong, and we have a lot of stuff that's going on there. Like um, I just wanted to hear your opinion on what's going on the islands. I know you talk a lot about mainland America, but in the islands we got a lot of stuff going on too. I know you know about the Maroons and everything that's going on in our tribe. So my name translates to chief. My name is Nkosi. It translates to chief, master, lord. And so the stuff that's going on behind the scenes in my tribe, it's affecting a lot of stuff that's going on in my life even. So I just like wanted to hear from you about like what you know about the islands, what's going on with the righteous people of the island that come out of these tribes that have to suffer the family curses. Um,
Well,
you
the one that we recently broke that was most important was the Haitian Revolutionary Conjure. The reason it was still open is because when John Dessalines rose after Toussaint and the Bookman was gone, he sent soldiers to fight in the Gullah Wars. So if you go back and look at the time frame of Haitian migration, they went to two directions. The sisters went to New Orleans, and the soldiers went to Florida to fight in the Gullah Wars.
yeah.
And Bookman was a Jamaican, but he was in the island of Haiti with Toussaint, and they opened the country because he was the one who looked the devil in the face and the only human in recorded history to do such and accept his challenge to fight this war. Wherever the benefit that Haiti get, Jamaica get as well. So now that that's closed, the tribes in Haiti are struggling to restore the tribal jurisdiction on the land.
Oh, that's that
Even,
barbecue stuff, right?
yeah, Barbecue is the son of Dessalines. He is the descendant that embodied the most of Dessalines' energy. So he becomes responsible because beef is inherited to pick up his grandfather's fight and bring it to the conclusion that it would have been had we not required their aid and assistance in the Gullah Wars. All tribes was called, and all tribes sent people to fight in the Gullah Wars. And this is why they call us Seminoles. The
Mm,
root word is semi, which means half or mix. And it's a Latin word, is Seminoles. They translated or told us the translation mean runaway slave. It don't mean that, right? And so it was because of the admixture of clans fighting the Gullah Wars that they gave them the name Seminoles, meaning that they mixed up. It's a whole bunch of different kind of people,
right.
right? And so Haiti is the pivot point for all of the islands. Because during the same time they was fighting in Haiti, they was fighting in Jamaica.
Right.
Haiti sent assistance to Jamaicans to fight conquistadors in English. A lot of us don't know that, but the Jamaican hierarchy know.
Yeah.
Right.
For real.
They also know that the Cuban Revolution was successful because of the calling forth of the three kings. In the Cuban Revolution, the three kings that they used to break the conjure off the island was Camilo Cienfuegos, Fidel Castro, and Emilio Che Guevara. Because they were successful with the three kings conjure, they was able to overthrow Batista and the mob that was exploiting the people from the island and was not doing anything to benefit any other people. The only reason why poverty exists in Cuba is because from the time Castro and Che Guevara took power, the CIA shot down Camilo plane over the Atlantic. And so they put him under sanctions as communist sympathizer island, right? Right. And so they haven't been allowed to trade with the outside world since the 1950s. This is why all of their cars is from the 1950s.
Right.
Right. Now, Castro was able to get vehicles through his Russian connections for the political hierarchy, and that's the limousines you've seen them ride. But for the most part, they're not allowed to trade anything on the open market. Then remember, in Grenada, America, CIA sent operatives in to assassinate Maurice Bishop. Right? Maurice Bishop was rising up from the people with the people's interests at heart. And because he spoke the way he spoke, he sounded like a Grenadan Malcolm X. America wanted to silence him, and there's CIA reports where they were saying in the background that they didn't want Maurice Bishop to become an influence on us on the mainland. And I think he did a speech at the UN talking about it around that time. And this was the straw that broke the bull's back. They say this Negro got to go.
Right.
Right.
That to us.
So the islands is instrumental because those are people too. They was at war the same time with us. The war got to come to an end.
That's right.
And it got to have a final, definite conclusion. And this is where we're coming up on.
You know what's funny? The right people is rising up from the tribes at the right time, in the right condition and mental state. You know, like I gotta say, you really helped open my eyes at a pivotal time, because I remember I was listening to something you were on live about a year ago. You were talking about Oklahoma, and you mentioned being 5/5 realized versus being 3/5 compromised. And you know, like I said, it's my birthday today. I'm born on the 5/5, and I had to sit down and think that day. It was like, oh wow, this is how, you know, God sent me a message so I could like help me wake up, bringing some piece of information like that to me particularly. That was part of how I was able to see certain things clearer. And you know, I really appreciate that, because some of this stuff is super obvious, but it's not obvious. You know, you have to like
it's there.
Take your time through the info. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's there. But if somebody pointed out to you, you'd be like, "Oh shit, I seen that. I didn't even know what that was."
That's right. And here I am on another 5/5, and I feel more 5/5 realized, and I'm actually talking to you. How crazy is that?
That's called a turnaround. and 55 means turnaround.
Turn around.
Yeah, 5 means to you changing, 55 means changed, and 555 the change is complete.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a meaningful shit. I'm not gonna lie, like that shit actually. You know, that's all we could do for each other. Just help each other get to the finish line. You know, so I appreciate you helping me get to the finish line. If I could ask you one more question though,
Mhm.
you talk often about dirty Moors, or the other side. Now, my question is a little specific to my scenario as a indigenous Jamaican, because we live in a tribe that's away from mainland Jamaica. Even you know how it is. So with what's going on in these communities, I understand even in my own community, a lot of the stuff that's going to fall, and I can even see it falling. Um, but are these tribes that are, they survived the colonizer program in a sense, as like they still are a constituted tribe, even though they're corrupt, right? So do these tribes also fall, or do they serve as an example for how the rest of like the mainland populations can begin to organize in the new tribes? Do those tribes fall, or do they be reformed and end up like being an example for
This,
what's next?
we had to find a cleanup. So whoever ain't righteous and by heart and by awareness, and you can tell, because wherever peaceful people congregate to discuss solutions to the problem, they come in with the intent to disrupt the discussion with meaningless bicker and chatter.
Right.
They want to challenge everything that don't mean nothing. Right? They pick menial pursuits like afros instead of dreadlocks. Right? We use all of it. We used all of it. We had dreadlocks, we had afros, we had braids, box braids, we had artificial hair. We had all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So for somebody to just latch on because they don't see an afro and assume that the dreadlocks is a braided straight hair, they just a devil.
Right.
They picking up a menial argument that doesn't bear any true weight on the resolution.
Yeah.
They reveal themselves by their own ignorance.
Right. Right. So then, do you think that a righteous person, right, like a righteous man that feels called, do they enter the tribe game to get leadership via the tribe, or do they start something different?
You born into the tribe game.
That's you telling me.
It's your if it's your blood right to take charge of the family, you're gonna be shuffled around all of the family members for examination.
Mm.
Nature is gonna use the system that's in place to get you to do the thing you need to do in order to fulfill your destiny's purpose. We gonna think we live in life. We not gonna notice in our younger years the spiritual implications to the life we live in, and just assume that we live in life and we still gonna be driven by nature using whatever system is current to develop us to the position to take the lead of the family when it's our turn.
God got it. Yeah, I hear you. It's just the thing I think about, but I hear you.
Yeah. So, but it's good things to think about though, because if you're not thinking about that, then you're probably not the one.
That too. That too. And that's the thing, you gotta know the voices to listen to. God didn't bring me Rod Hayes and Taj Tariq Bey content before I could hear it. It got to me when I could hear it. So you're right. It's just happening in nature.
Yeah. So I didn't just come on my first social media platform and have 1,000 people watching. It did never happen like that. What happened was I stayed diligent, revealing information that other people wasn't revealing with receipts. And it got to the point where I could not, my presence couldn't be denied. Who is this motherfucker? Where he come from? And who taught him? They want to know, because the shit that he's saying with these receipts, this don't hit the same as that other shit we was getting before. Right. It's a process. The fact that you becoming aware starts to make you more deliberate in your preparations for whatever your purpose is. You start asking the leadership questions probably because you was intended to be a leader. But because what they've done to our leaders, that's the last thing we want to do. I don't want to be the lead. I don't want to lead these niggas nowhere. But what I can do, my cousin Ray used to tell me, if you can't help them, at least you can hip them. I can't help you with the game, but I can show hip you to how it works. And once you know how it works, if they fool you, then it's on you.
Right. Yeah, that's heavy stuff. That's heavy stuff. But you know, we cut from that cloth, so it's just it's crazy how it all unravels. You know, you've forgotten more stuff than I could, hope to grasp at right now. I'm trying to build up to a full understanding, but the way things are just unraveling, it's just, the ones that we lost is what hurts my heart, because not everybody's gonna make it in this lifetime that we live in. So
even though it hurt our heart, we got to remember, if we didn't lose the ones we lost, we wouldn't have seen the progress we was making.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have revealed the enemy within.
Yeah, that's
remember, COINTELPRO is a government operation, but most of our leaders that was not murdered by anybody that don't look like us. The only exception is Martin Luther King and Medgar Evers. Clarence 13X, they looked like us. Malcolm X, them niggas looked like us.
For sure.
Noble Drew Ali, them niggas looked like us.
So, that one hits home because that whole Morris science stuff, that's all about. We have that where I'm from, and yeah, all I could say is, in the tribes, family dynamics is real treacherous. So you learn about the enemy close to you real quick.
Yeah. It's also Fredo in Godfather. He wanted to be the Godfather, but he's not wired for the job. If you're not wired for the job, you can't carry out the function. He didn't have the intelligence of Mike. He didn't have the fiery drive of Sonny, but he wanted to be the one that his father left it to. He was the least qualified of the brothers. And Sonny, he got murdered. Left nobody but Michael. You see? It's all in the family dynamic. And then what Fredo do? Got tricked into setting his brother up and was too stupid to see the setup.
Man, that's, I could say that I've seen these parallels play out in life, in my life, and the people close to me. It's unbelievable.
I got this channel I watch on YouTube called Culture Mafia about analyzing the Godfather. And then, and when I be watching it, I'd be like, dang, I thought I was the only one paying attention to that shit. But
It's like the mob. You're right. The way this stuff plays out, it is like the mob. We're born into it, and we don't know any better. And our heart is actually a different posture than a lot of the people we are around, and they see that before we see it. So we're playing a game of catch up, but we got like the ultimate phone a friend because we got that link to the higher power, you know. So it is a crazy, you know, mob mentality kind of environment that we are born into.
Look, the mafia mean the family.
Right.
The family was under a leadership called La Cosa Nostra, right? They originate in Sicily. The strategic acumen of the Sicilian is the hereditary bloodline of Hannibal and his generals. All of the offspring of Hannibal's army in Italy was rounded up and shipped to Sicily. And that's why Sicilians is darker than what they call Neapolitans, mainland Italians. So when you know the history of the world, they can't trick you with the BS. Because now you know what you're looking at. The way that the mafia was set up was based on the Roman legions. All roads lead to Rome. Who in Rome? The Pope.
Right.
Who did the Queen Lizard bitch tell on? The Pope. Who did the board of the International Monetary Fund tell on? The Pope. The board of the World Bank, who they tell on? The Pope. All of the remaining royal families in the smaller, lesser countries of Europe sitting there as so-called kings and queens, they all told on the Pope. And the Earth Alliance got the shit on video. And guess what? The Pope told on the bitch in the basement.
Man, this shit just crazy, honestly. Like, you know, it really puts in perspective just how powerful the Most High is. That all this could be orchestrated, and there'd be a higher power in control. You know, this is, you know, one of the things I will say though is I'm seeing a little bit of a shift. Like for me, I was always trying to pursue an understanding, but now it's kind of like I'm just sitting back and I'm just in awe, just watching, just trying to, like, you know, stay in character, stay in alignment. But it's really now at the point where I'm just watching it all, and you know, I get to, you know, really be in that space of just gratefulness, because obviously we're blessed, obviously we're highly favored. Otherwise, you wouldn't have walked through all this fire and not got burnt.
Oh, we got scorched a little bit though.
Yeah. My football.
We got scorched a little bit, you know. But here's the thing: we didn't know that when they was doing the stuff they was doing, it was to prevent one of us from saying something. That's not gonna stop me from telling my people who did what.
That's a good point. It amazes me how many people have a lack of faith. And that Bible verse, it like hits me a bit harder now. It's like one of the quotes attributed to quote unquote Jesus Christ is, you know, and even the Circle 7, I read the quotes of Yeshua, and it seemed like it was in alignment. It's like one of the things he said was that he was just simply shocked at the lack of faith. And I get that. I'm also looking around amazed at how many people lack faith, despite the obvious, you know, work.
It you know why it don't faze me? Because people have had faith in Jesus for 2,000 years. So they put their faith in something else. It's a waste of time. I've been waiting 2,000 years. Why would I put my faith in the truth?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride this lie out as long as I can, and if it fall through, then I'll put some faith in the truth.
Hey, walk by sight, you know. I see it. But yeah, listen, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I definitely know a lot of people want to get in and talk to you, so I just appreciate the you know, chopping it up. That's a great birthday present that this worked out. So just appreciate everything you do, and like I'm gonna send you a message. You don't have to, you know, spare too much time on it.
I try to answer all my messages as best I can. Some of them it'd be too much to type, but if it's something I can answer easy, real quick, I'll
Yeah,
answer.
just
Otherwise,
tribe shit.
otherwise you might get a thumbs up.
That's all good. That's all good with me. I know. Life.
Yeah.
But some tribe shit, sometimes just, be thinking. That's all.
Yeah. All right, Chief. I appreciate you coming to talk to me.
Appreciate
Chop the game up on your birthright.
Appreciate it. Shout out
Sure.
to you.
All right. All right. Okay, now you go back. All right. Can I get a thumbs up? See who coming up next. I'm gonna try you again, Poetic. See what they do. It's saying you in here, but you ain't up here. Okay. Ashley won't let you up, sweetie. I got you on here saying you here, but you ain't here. Try it one more time. Where you at? They said I'm gonna try to let you in again and see what happened. They said they could see you, but they couldn't hear you. I can't see you or hear you. There you go. You don't got no sound. Try to. Can you hear me? Check your mic and see if it's a line through it on your screen. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Let me try somebody else. That's Instagram, and they don't want me to talk to certain people. They be doing all kind of crazy shit.